I'm Dr. Michael J. Duckett, and I'd like to share the hidden secret powers of your body. I would like to share with you 5 different things that you can utilize your body for to give you an increase of power, mental power, mind power. You can improve how other people interact with you, how other people perceive you. You can even use these 5 things to protect yourself when you're in public. After all, 1 out of 3 people today will be subjected to a violent crime. Wouldn't it be good to know just something that you can do with your body so that it averts the attention from you to another person so that you're not that victim? The very first thing I'd like to talk about is memory recall, using your body to recall things. Now, if you notice our forehead as a human being, this is really what differentiates us from the primates. We have a protruding forehead. The primates have more of a sloped back angle on their forehead. This is where a lot of the memory mechanism of the human being actually lies. And so if you want to recall something, if you're in a conversation and you're forgetting where you were in the conversation, you're trying to bring back a point that you're remembering for the conversation, or you're given directions and you forget the directions, whatever the case may be, that you need to recall something, stay calm, because if you do start to panic or get stressed out about it, one of the things that happens is that the electrical charges in the brain start to go haywire, and it prevents you from remembering or recalling. So you want to stay calm and then tilt your head forward. When you tilt your head forward, you are bringing more blood to the forehead, which is the memory portion of the brain. So, and just tell yourself, instead of panicking or get stressed out, lean your head forward, tilt your head forward, and then just say, it will come back to me. Even if it doesn't come back to you, just stay calm and just say, it'll come back to me, and then go on to something else, and you'll see that it will come back to you very quickly. The next thing is posture. Posture is really important. You know, we know that the mind talks to the body, and the mind also has an effect on the environment. What most people don't realize is that the body talks to the mind, and the body also has an effect on the environment around you. Posture is one thing that occurs whenever or whatever your posture is going to determine what you're thinking, how you're behaving, what you are acting like, and what other people are interacting with you like. If you're slouched down, we have found in research that most people are going to consider you to be weak and ignorant. Versus if you are in the military stance, most people will look at you as rigid and maybe not approachable. So what is perfect posture? Perfect posture is not the military, nor of course is it the slouching. It's as if you had a string attached to the top of your head and it's pulling you straight up. As it's pulling you up, this is perfect posture. When you're in this type of a posture, now other people will interact with you as if you are powerful. You will also sense a certain power. Just try that. Stand up and put yourself into a posture of what you would be like in your ideal life. If you had the money, or if you had the job, if you were standing next to that significant other, whatever it is that means something to you, that is valuable to you, what posture would you be taking if that was present in your life? And get in that posture, and you can actually feel that thing in your life right now. If you stay in that posture, then all the people and all the environment, including your own brain, will kick in to help you to achieve that more. We also found, talking about criminals, we found that people with good posture, normally criminals subconsciously will say, I'll wait for the next person. They don't even know that they're saying that, but they will, just simply by standing a little more erect. So the next thing I'd like to talk about is eyes. Using your eyes to improve your communication. This is a little different than regular eye contact. We use our right eye when we're speaking and we project it into the other person's left eye. When they are speaking, we listen with our left eye and look in their right eye. And so this right to left eye, right when we're speaking, left when we're listening, and you just practice that a little bit, you'll improve your communication 7 to 10 times. Breathing. How many times have you heard the importance of breathing? Now, breathing doesn't mean taking a deep breath, filling up your lungs. No, breathing actually, the best breathing occurs in the stomach. And so when they say, when people have throughout time have said, take a deep breath to improve your personal power, well, there's a lot of truth to that. Even scientifically, we can tell you that when you're breathing deeply, you are oxygenating the brain and improving the chemical processes that are going on up there. So when we're saying that, what we're talking about is taking a deep breath in the stomach, a slow, deep breath in the stomach. It's calming, it's empowering. If you're on a task, it's taking slow, deep breaths will give you more production. It will give you more creativity. Try your breathing and pay attention to your breathing. One of the things with human beings, in most cases, that whenever they get stressed out, they have a tendency to hold the breath. That holding of your breath actually is intensifying the stressful situation. So you may know that these things already about breathing, but it's good to be reminded of these good things once in a while. And then also, I'm going to ask you to start paying attention to it, okay? The last thing I'm going to talk about is your gait or your walk. The way that you're walking, very important. A couple things I'm walking. One, going back to criminals, that we have interviewed criminals about how they choose their victims and so forth. One of the things that we have found that when we would show videos of people walking to a criminal and ask them to pick out which ones that they would consider to be a target, the people whose feet would flail out and walk like a penguin, that they would be the ones that the criminals would say, I would definitely go for that one. Okay, I would definitely go for that person. And just by their feet. They wouldn't even know why. We would ask, well, why? They just look like an easy target. Why are you saying that? I don't know. Sometimes these were big, giant men and everything else, but they said, no, that person, I mean. And all it was their feet. When we would have the person straighten their feet out and have them look at it again along with other people, we would ask them to choose, and they would skip over that individual the next time just because now their feet are pointing forward. Their feet are pointing forward. Subconsciously, that tells other human beings, you are in good physical condition. It's one of the ways as a martial artist that we are able to determine if someone else is in good shape or not. We can look at how they're walking, if their feet is going out. The other thing with walking is walk like you're going somewhere. Okay? Especially if you were in an urban or a dangerous area. Walk like you know where you're going, even if you're lost. Walk like you know where you're going, and that you have a direction to that walk. You're upright. You're breathing deeply, not panic, but nice and slow, deep breathing. Your feet are forward, and you're walking like on purpose. Well, those are the 5 things I wanted to share with you. One was tilting your head forward for memory recall. The other was posture, using the string effect to be in a power state so that you can increase your mental powers, your personal energy, and the way that other people are interacting with you, and even the environment around you is interacting with you. Using your eyes to improve your communication. Remember that the right eye is for transmitting, the left eye is for receiving. And then you're breathing into the stomach and not into the lungs. And breathing slow, deep breaths into the stomach and paying attention to breathe when you are stressed. Okay, avoid that holding the breath technique. And then walking. Walk like you are going somewhere with your feet pointing forward. I'm Dr. Michael J. Duckett. I want to thank you for sharing this part of your life with me. Until next time, good roads and good weather.